Hello everyone, I'm Caroline and welcome to my home on the hillside here in Wales. And I thought I'd do a little bit of a catch-up and a haul because I've done it again. I've been to the car boot sale. There was a pile of fabric for £2. I couldn't resist, so I'll show you that at the end. I'm suspicious I have some Kaffee Fasset in there. I'm not sure, only little pieces, but we will have a look. But first, let's get on with showing you what I'm doing at the moment. Now, I should focus. I should get on with the quilts I'm doing, but I don't see any point because I got tempted by this one. I've got the piece of paper here. I printed this. I've got bits of paper everywhere in it. This is the Little Dipper Lone Star by Donna from Jordan Fabrics. It's got 9 stars in and little corner blocks popped everywhere. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick to that pattern. In this one, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular stars and 4 scrappy stars. That I don't think is going to happen with me. I'll see how it goes. So I'll show you my regular stars. At the end, you've got to iron and press this. I still need to do more ironing and pressing because I've still got a little bit of a bump in the middle, but we won't tell anybody. These patches are enormous. I think they're on their way to 20 inches across. They're over 18. I think they're going to be about 19 by the time they're trimmed. So I've got that one. And then I've got one with the blue circles. Very dingy on my screen. I hope it's not dingy on the camera. I've got my light on. I've got the room light on. But the sun is so hot and streaming in, it seems to be affecting the light a little bit. So I've got that one. I'm not sure which is my favourite at the moment. Oops, he's a bit wonky. Straighten you up. So I've got that one. I think this next one is my favourite. From a distance, this does look like the star is exploding. You've got all these little bits coming out where it's all spotty and dotty and things. So this lemon fabric, I think looks much nicer when you see this from a distance, joined in with these other fabrics. Perfect. And I put fabrics together. I wasn't sure they'd go, but I thought, well, let's try this out and see what happens. And it is surprising just how lovely things look when they all start blending together. And then last night I did this one. Now, this is completely wrong. I don't know what is wrong. It still needs a good press. You can see there's plenty of room to stretch and press it yet. It's not, all the others were radiating out like this. This one isn't. It's very uniform. I think this looks like something off the front of a UFO, doesn't it? Or a children's toy, like Transformers or something. So I can't make more of these because I have no idea what I did to get this pattern. So I don't know. I may use this one. I may set it aside to go in something else. And I'll show you how you get to this. It's simple. Oh, you're a bit wonky. It's simple, but it's not, if you see what I mean. You get your strips cut into inch and a quarter strips and join them all together. But you put them then in a particular order. So this is strip set 4, and then I got 3, and then there's 1 for some reason, and then 2 and 1 again. And when that's done, you then cut them off into 45-degree angle strips, and you get this. Now, these are just offcuts, some spares. And this is what you're supposed to end up with, and then this green would fall around, the pink would fall around, but that didn't happen on that last block. So the plan is now, apparently according to the pattern, I'm going to make scrappy blocks up with all these. So I don't know. I don't know whether to follow the pattern and do them all scrappy or whether to put these away to make something else and carry on making. I like the ones that are not scrappy. They're my favourite. So I'll see. What I may do is make the scrappy ones up, and then if they turn out well, I'll put them in. If they don't, I can always just make a separate one with scraps, and then I've got my fabric here cut into different size triangles for putting on the corners to make them up into a block. And then when you're finished, you've always got a little bit on the end. Now we're going to be making these, going to the pattern, into little squares like this to put around the quilt. Now I'm not keen on that. I've tried it, putting things together. These are all different sizes because I didn't have enough for a proper full square on some of them. Some squares are bigger than the other. But I just thought I'll join them up anyway and I can see what I've got. So I've got all these. Every time I cut one set, I end up with a double thing on the end, a double piece that I can turn into one of these. And everyone has 4 sets and I've made 5 stars, is it so far? So you can imagine just how many of these you get. And lots of offcuts as well. So I don't know what to do with those. I may use them. I don't like this look. It's just me. Some people actually do this look and they love it. Join in different colours. Oh, it's very rough, obviously. Just stick it there. That one should have been trimmed there, really. I'll move that there. And then what have we got? We'll stick that one there. And some people like that. I don't know. It's too scrappy for me. I like it either completely looks like an explosion or it's got a little bit of uniformity. So for me, I don't know. It may look better if I put some sashing in between. Like that. So I don't know. I'll see how it goes. You know me, I never decide until I have to make that final commitment. The last bit I want to show you is this is one of these joined together that I accidentally cut wrong. It was too small. So I put it between two pieces of sashing and I actually love that. I think it's gorgeous. So I don't know whether to make more of those, but they don't seem to make any sense as part of the pattern unless I match them up perfectly, which you know me and matching. That's just not going to happen. I don't do perfectly matching. So that's the quilt I've been spending most time on today, and one of the last week actually. I'm terrible. I love it every evening so far. I've got myself a quilt, 1 star made, but I've still got several to go, and then I've got to put it together, and then I've got to quilt it. So it's going to be a while. Next I got to show you, do you remember I mentioned, I think it was in last week's video, that I've got an old loom that I'm restoring? So I've dug out some wool, and it was this natural cream colour there, and then I've got some Kool-Aid and just dropped it on, and this is the only piece that's dry. For some reason it's taking forever to dry. It's very hot. This I can feel is still damp in the middle, so I don't like to move it about too much. When I first saw spinning on TV, I thought, oh gosh, it must have been, well, was it Cinderella? No, not Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, when I went to the cinema when I was little. And I thought, oh, you must just put this wool stuff on a wheel, and the wheel spins and does something magical. And it turns out it doesn't. You have to do the pulling out like this to get it all even. It's a bit wet, it's a bit difficult to pull. And then you thread it, you pass it through, and it whizzes around on what they call the mother of all. The big wheel just turns the mother of all. And you get yourself some yarn. And then you can either use it like that, which is called a singles for some reason, singles. Or you can make two, and then you can respin them together, and you get pretty colour yarn like that. So that's the plan. It doesn't look much like that, does it? It looks very scruffy and messy. But when you see it like that, it's beautiful. So that's something else I've done this week. And now for, I'll just have a drink. I was in the car boot sale this morning and it was boiling. So Tesco's mango pop or soda, absolutely gorgeous. I love this. Only 80p a bottle. And that's a 2-litre bottle. I went and I said to my husband, I don't think I'm going to find any fabric. I'll probably be back really quickly. And, whoa, I don't know, probably the 3rd aisle of cars along. I don't know if you know what a car boot sale is. It's a bit like a yard sale sort of thing. There's a big farmer's field and everybody pays their £10, drive in, empties their boot onto the floor or onto tables if they bring them, and they sell off all their to them junk, and other people like me go in and buy it. So there was a pile on the floor and it was marked £2. So I said to the gentleman, is that all £2? He said, oh yes. So I show you the size. Now, I can't imagine the weight on this, but it is, I'd say, at least 5 kilos. Now, it's not all perfect fabric for me, but I thought, £2, I would have paid that for a lot less. So let's, put this down on the floor. It's very heavy, and we'll go through it. And this was the first piece of fabric that came out of the bag, so I'll show you this. Which way up is it? Look at this, it's got an Indian theme to it. I love this. So you've got a tiger, and is that the Taj Mahal? And you've got a tree with a bird in. A camel. Peacock. There's a peacock there. I think they're just repeats, aren't they? Yeah, there's the elephant, and then back to the Taj Mahal. So there is, I'd say 2 meters of that. Not bad. Cotton, and it's not a upholstery fabric, because upholstery fabrics are too thick, really, for what I do. Some people quilt with them, mainly for scrappy quilts. Is it scrappy quilts? I can never remember the name. You know, there's ones that are all, it's not really a scrappy quilt. It may be a scrappy quilt. Oh, let's just move on. I can't think. Anyway, so I don't know whether to use that as a backing for a quilt that's all in jewelled Indian type colours, because they do like a lot of colour over in India. So I may do that. On the other hand, I could always cut out some of these motifs. Oh, I'd never noticed a bird on the camel's head. Isn't that cute? So I got that. I think that was worth my £2 on its own. So the rest of the bag really was just see what comes. So I'll show you the bigger bits. This is like a canvasy type fabric. Oh, there's a couple of meters here. I want to open it right up. You can see it's quite natural. You can see the little dots and bits of whatever. It could be linen. I'm thinking linen. It's got a few damp spots, so it's okay. I'm not going to complain about that. Let's grab a handful. Now, these are silky, shiny curtains, cushions, that sort of thing. I suppose you could use it in a quilt. If you use that with velvet, can you see the sheen on it? It's really pretty. I think, let's have a look. They don't look like samples. It is 21 inches wide, so I don't know whether they got it off the roll and they were going to do something with it or what. So I've got that one. And that one, and that one. So they actually go together nicely. I don't know. No idea what to do with those. I don't know if that's them all. The gentleman held the bag open for me. I just piled everything in. So I really don't know what's in here. I got back, come straight down the stairs and made this video because I couldn't wait. And I always like to check things out with you. It's good to have company. Now, this is looking suspiciously like a fabric sample book, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think so. Oh, there's a spider. Excuse me, I'll just get rid of my spider. I'll go for a walk out there. So, which way does this go? Ah, this way. Oh, look at all this. Wow. Now, this would be brilliant for bag making. Is that supposed to go there? I think so. That's discontinued. That's Oxford Linen 31. Oh, so... no, wait a minute, it's the colour linen. And this one's the colour Hessian. So there doesn't seem to be information on you about what it is. I don't know if there's a poster hang down. Oh, coffee, putty. How many names can you get for beige? It's amazing, isn't it? And then we go for the creamy beiges. We got corn. Look at that, they've written discontinued on the front. That's so annoying. Check. Don't do that. Look, there's still, when you think this was all in the bag, as far as I'm concerned, this was all now free. So I think I'd like to make like a rainbow bag with this. Just look at it, there's loads of it, yards. If I show you it all, we slide it from one end to the other, okay? Move it down again. A full rainbow of colours. No black or white. Right down to the Hessian, which is the last one. But carrying this back, it was killing my shoulder. It was so heavy. Fortunately, the bag had long handles, so I could, not the bag that they gave it me, and I got a bag with long shoulder length handles, so I put it in there, but I had to keep swapping sides, so I'm going to suffer with my shoulders later today. I think I'll be like, ooh, what have I done? It's done this. Then I'll remember. It was worth it. Look at that. Right, moving on. Got this, which again looks like upholstery material. I like this. This is gorgeous. This is the right side. You could do that side, but it's not as pretty on that side. It's not as smooth. I think this is designed as the front. And then we got this. It just reminds me of the sort of curtains and cushion covers that my Nana had. Oh, we got some denim. I think this was cut out of something, was it? Yep. So somebody's been cutting things up. That's pretty. No idea what I'll do with that. Oh, look at this one. I like this pink. Pink and cerise. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And again, this sheen on it. Oh, I definitely want to put all these together. I think if I combine those with velvet, I don't think I've got any velvet that I can reach. No, I haven't. But if I combine that with velvet as well, oh yes. Right, put these down and have a look. What's next? I've got roll of things. Again, upholstery fabric. Oh, look at this. Excuse me. Isn't that lovely? Again, it's probably about 24 inches long. Like that. And we've got this, which looks like a deck chair. Ideal for a bag. Not something I would say, oh, there's pretty. But it's very nice for a bag. I love the chocolate and the raspberry and the pistachio, we'll call it. And the vanilla, we'll call it an ice cream bag, yes. And then this is really thick. This is probably some sort of sofa covering. I don't know if there's any way I can show you how thick this is, but it is pretty thick. See how much we got of that. Same length again. I think this person's been out and bought these particular lengths. Maybe they were making pillows, something like that. Right, just pop those down. And there were these two things, and the gentleman said, oh, they go with it as well. So what is this? Well, 15-piece organza strips. Oh, so it's little bits of organza. And what's this? Oh, again, same thing. Oh, look. Oh, now that's going to go nice with that Indian fabric, isn't it? Ooh. You can see the light is a bit shiny on it. Again, they would probably cost £2 new. If they were in a really cheapy shop. Right, in I go again, grab the next pile. Now we've got some little bits on this, which is a clue as to what's coming next. And I am going to ask the sleuths around there, do you know what any of these fabrics are when we get round to them? So I'll pop those up there. This is pretty. Is that the right side? Yes. Oh, I've got enough to make 1,000,000 bags. I don't think I've got the time to make 1,000,000 bags, though. Life's too short. I'm definitely going to be... I've made little bags, but I've never made like... And I tend to make patchwork and turn it into bags, that sort of thing. But I've never just made a bag for bag's sake, I don't think. I can't remember. I'll have to just have a look through my bag, see if I got any plain ones. But I don't think I did. Right, I'll bring the bag up here now. Turn it back. And what we got here? Oh, got a bigger sheet of organza. Got some lines on it. Is that somebody's joined it there? Oh, I wonder if maybe they cut that out of the lining of a skirt, something like that. So got some silvery grey organza. And let's get out this whole wudge here. I do love a wudge to look at. Now these are all smaller pieces then, so yeah, I would say this person probably was making bags. Now the offcut there. We got spots. These are going to go so nice together. I put the stripes and the spots. Look at that. And then come back up the other side with some stripes. Oh, yes. Ooh, it's good somebody else has already curated their collection. They decided what they wanted that went together, and I get to benefit from that. Oh, we got more. Oh, that's a bigger bit. Bigger bit. Oh. And this is, let's have a look. Turn it around. Swirl, an exclusive piece tee, prestigious textile design, 100% cotton, printed in the United Kingdom. I think it's Kingdom. That. What do you think so far? Think I'm just about made it with my value for money at £2? Oh, I'm well past £2 worth of value. We've got this, which you can tell is 100% cotton. Oh, now they're pre-cut into squares. I love a bit of pre-cut. Let's have a look, see how many inches these are. So that's coming to there. Oh, they're not cut very well. If I take one of them, put it on there. So that's the 10-inch line. So we're going up to here, and they're not quite 5 inches. Oh, that's a shame. I can cut them down to 4.5. It's not a problem, but it would have saved the work if somebody had cut them all to the right size for me, what I like to use. Oh, we got tuile de joie, is it? I think it is in French. Oh, this is nice. And this is thin enough to use in patchwork too. Oh, look at that big, is that a rabbit? Yes, I think it's a rabbit and a lion. Now, I wouldn't have thought that rabbit's going to survive long if it's in the same place as a lion. Is it? I think it's a rabbit. And what we got here, It's a different bit. No, it's the same piece again. So they've cut out the panels of that. Pop those there. Oh, look. More Indian themed. It's a square again, so I'll have to sort through all these squares. We got a strip of fabric there, which I think is cotton. Feels like cotton to me. Let's have a look what this is. Oh, it's a bit of a flower. We got lots of bits of flowers here, I'll assume. Yep. And yep, another bit of a flower. And a strip of bits of flowers. Lovely, I like these. This would look nice if it was against like a black background or something. Let's try it against a pink background. I know, I've got pink, so we'll do pink. It looks like it's popping out, so it doesn't look like it's only a piece of it. If I put that there, again, I think that would look okay. I could even cut those in half and put an equal half block of plain. Then again, it is upholstery bag, that sort of fabric, so I don't think it's going to make a quilt. But see what I can do with turning that into a pretty bag. I'll put that back up there, and we got some green. Oh, this isn't cut into a square, but I love the green on this. Isn't that pretty? It's really vibrant. What's on there? A little bit of fluff. Oh, this goes with it, I think. Yep, I would say you could use those together as a contrast. And you could use some of this pink. Or you could use this pink as well. Oh, now they're interesting. And they are patchwork weight rather than upholstery weight. Very good, very good. More of that flower. Or parts of flowers. And then we've got some... And I've already got some of this that I got in a job lot of bits and pieces before. I think I've got strips about this big. I'm not sure what they are, but oh, that'll go with those. And we got some elephants. Well, bits of elephants, bit of an elephant and a bit of a bird. And we got a whole elephant. Oh, we got a big piece. Whole elephant, and a bird's bottom and an elephant's bottom. And then a strip. No, that's a long panel. Which makes me think again they've been using this for bags. It's a bit thicker than I would normally use in a quilt. That little bit there, and we got some more bits of bird and lots of little bits of that, more little bits of that. Another, oh, this is a bigger piece. Yes, this is a bigger piece of that Quilting de joie. Right. So they've that's what it is. There's a big curtain, heavy curtain hanging there, and this lady here, who's chopped off, would be shading herself from the sun, because in those days only poor farm worker girls had a tan. All the other ladies wanted to stay white as a lily. Now we all try to get tans, and people pay a fortune for it. Got two ladies and some men there. She's pointing, they're going like this. What are they looking at? What are you doing, you pair? What's so interesting over there? Oh, the person in the boat is pointing up, and this one. I wonder what was in the mind of the artist when they did this, with all these people with their hands out. Ah, there you go. You can see the other end there of that big canopy they put up over the trees so the ladies could stay out of the sun. And another piece of that. Oh, there's a bit of a name on that. Oh, it just says England top. Printed in England. No, there's nothing really, not much information. Right, I've got another wedge. So we've got more of this green. Perfect. That'll actually go with, if I can find it. Do you remember that? Those other greens. Would it go with that? No, it's the wrong green. I don't think that green is the front of it. Goes well with those. No, I don't think I'd mix those. I like it either very different or very similar. And that's not similar enough. And we got some dark green. Oh, cancer research, race for life. I wonder if this is a dog bandana or something. Could be, I'm not sure. That doesn't feel 100% cotton. I'm thinking it may be a poly cotton. I'm not sure. Some cottons, you can't tell. They feel a little bit poly cotton and they're not. But that does feel a little bit more, well, as I say, poly cotton. And then we've got more stripes, more green, more. This is Somebody and Clark. Ah, on this side, if I open that up, we got Clark and Clark. Oh, there's novel. was they've actually joined this. They were making big strips of that for some reason. I wonder if it was like some sort of large pipe edging for a sofa or something like that. You know, around the cushions. I don't know. Who knows? We'll never find out now. Unless the person who was using this is watching. We'll say, oh, that's my fabric. I was doing this with it. And now for me, the most exciting. Scraps. Let's move these. I'll put these, I have to fold those properly later. They can all be creased, more creased than they are. And we'll open this bag first. Now, it's just got a look of Kaffee Fasset, possibly. But I don't know. So what do you reckon? Let's see what size these are. Where's my 10 line? There. So they're two and a quarter. No, they're 2.5 inches. There we go. If I move it down there, I can see better. Yep, they're 2.5 inch squares. Perfect. I'm collecting 2.5 inch squares. That one doesn't look quite 2.5 inches, but we got lots of these. I won't show you them all, but we'll have a little look through. And I'm hoping that somebody recognises these patterns. I don't know all of Kaffee Fasset's patterns. Tula Pink, I'm really not. The only ones I recognise of Tula Pink is when they got strange characters and things like that on. So, do you reckon any of these are Kaffee Fasset? That feels a little bit poly. There, poly cotton. So we've got this one. Let's have a look. Lots of greens. Of course, you can't see the whole pattern, so it's difficult to be sure. But sometimes you'll see enough and you think, oh, I reckon like that. If you've used that fabric before, you'll know, that's a Kaffee. Lots of those. I love the colours. They're brilliant. And they're all greens and pinks and variations of. That looks very Kaffee to me. So what do you reckon so far? Have you seen any fabric that you recognise? Could play fabric lotto, couldn't we? Or fabric bingo. That one I don't think so. That's pretty. There's some browns. Lots of these. I think we're starting to repeat a bit now. And then we got these ones. So let's have a look. Oh, look at this. I mean, that's just the one pile. We've also got this pile here. I mean, if I just seen these for £2, I would have bought them. Beautiful colours. I don't know if the detail is in them, though, to make them any major designer, but I could be wrong. I know Brandon, who is Kaffe's husband, I think, then his patterns tend to be not quite so detailed, so it could be some from him. Yep, I think this person bought a lot of this fabric. They must have had a plan. Do you think they had a plan and then it never happened? I think so. I love these. These are going to be fun to use. A lot of these, what do you call those? Cartouches, medallions, I don't know. More of those. And the little last flick in case there's something in there that we haven't seen. What are these? There you go. So I had all those. Which you put now into the bag. And you can see there just how many there. I'm squashing that tight and there's huge amounts. I think there's probably enough there to make a quilt. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so hot this morning. It's going to be a scorcher out there. All right, so let's have a look. We got some little scraps. Scraps are fun. We got pink and burgundy. Oh, look. Big spots and little spots. Oh, Groovy by Doodlebug Designs. What have they been cutting out of this? Face masks, possibly. I don't know. Nothing identifiable. More of this green. What's this? This is quite a small scrap. Still come in handy, but there's not a lot of it, is there? Some sage green. A bit of a dull green. And then we got some dusky pink spots. Some green. Oh, look, we got a bigger piece. We've had this before, haven't we? I thought I'd seen some in this bag of bits, but that's where I've seen it. We had a bigger bit of that. Or smaller bits, can't remember. I've seen so much fabric now. And this, and some stripes. So, what do you reckon? I really, it's a bit of a rhetorical question, is it? Did I have a bargain there at £2? I think it's pretty much undeniable that was a bargain. Well, I hope you enjoyed catching up with me, seeing what I've been up to this week. Hopefully, I'll be getting real progress on my star quilt by next week. I may even have the top or the flimsy ready-made. You never know. Don't hold your breath, though, because life does tend to get in the way. I'm going to sort out all these fabrics. I don't think I'll be able to decide what I'm going to do with them yet. I am going on holidays in a few weeks, so I may take them with me. I think, though, these would be nice if I put them with some white rather than use them all together. I don't think that's going to stand out. But if I put, I'm looking now if I can't see, there we go, I've got a little bit of white here. If I put white in between, then they look like that. Black would probably be better, but I don't have any black to hand. But I'll see what I can come up with. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything, my little catch up, my little haul, and I'll see you all next time. Before you go, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, it would be great if you could, because I love taking you along on my sewing journey. The more the merrier. I'll see you all next time, but until then, don't forget, happy quilting and have fun. Bye.